I studied accountancy in college. And the first thing that I would always joke about when I'd tell people that in college is, as you can imagine, I'm very fun at parties. But truthfully, in the accountancy program, there were a lot of people like in the Greek life. Like, it wasn't such a dorkdom, heaven that you might think it was. It was pretty much, it was the smart people that were in fraternity life and sorority life, happened to be all over the business college. Man, accountancy was hard. Accountancy school was really, really hard. And, in some ways, I get frustrated that I never actually followed accountancy after college. That puts me in how many people that didn't actually follow their degree that they graduated with. But, I don't think that it really would have been right for my personality in the long run. Those diction classes didn't really come in handy either. I don't think it would have been right for my personality. And I kind of wish that I had at least given it a try, even if it was just for like 4 or 5 years and then move on from it. I don't know. It's another one of those what might have been things that I can't get too lost in, or else I just get really aggravated really quickly. There were a lot of valuable lessons that accountancy taught me. One of them was how to take so much of your professor's crap like right on the chin and just smile and say, yes, please give me some more, because they pulled every obnoxious teacher stunt that you see depicted in memes, like telling us that something wasn't going to be on the final, or not giving us the proper, not giving us like the answers to the study guide, or getting really on your case for arriving 12 seconds late or something like that. All these things that are technically legitimate and within the policy, but it just felt like they were sort of policy robots. Whereas a lot of my other teachers would be like, whatever, But that is professionalism. That is business school for you. There is a value to having a stick very far up your behind, because it kind of keeps your back straight. Now, personally, I have scoliosis, so I don't really know how right it was for me. But one of the big things that it taught me, every long form like essay, written like question, not essay, but just mathematical word problem basically, but for accounting, it would give you like all these numbers of like how much money is in this account, how much money is going to taxes, how much is in bad debts, all these different numbers. And most of the time, on almost every single one of these questions, not all of those numbers even come into play. Like, they're not even relevant to the answer that you're trying to solve. But there's always at least one number in every one of these problems that you need to ignore completely, which is so incredibly difficult to Wow, I almost swore. I almost never swear on this channel. Maybe I'll give myself one swear every month. But there were always numbers that were completely irrelevant to what you were actually trying to solve. And that teaches you a valuable lesson, which is, it's just as important to know what to ignore as it is to know what to pay attention to. We're bombarded with all kinds of information all the time. And it's all just like little shiny objects. But if you really want to solve your problems and follow to the correct answer, you gotta ignore a lot of it. Even the stuff that poses itself as something really, really important, something that's even life or death. You gotta just focus on what are the bare basic facts, bring it down to its simplest form. Be able to see through all the... That's just the word I'm gonna give it. Useless information thrown at you. We have the choice every single day when we go on the internet to fall down 17,000 rabbit holes of news and advertising and, stuff that makes up a large portion of the internet but is still too taboo to talk about. We gotta constantly sift out what to ignore. They say it all the time that To choose anything is to say no to countless other things. It's the opportunity cost. And I need to really, really tactfully ignore some things at this point in my life when I'm really buckling down to being a full-on adult at the age of almost 28. Yeah, especially opinions. Especially other people's opinions. That is the hardest thing for me to navigate, which ones are important and which ones are completely ignorable. I answer to only one person. Only one person can judge you, and that's Judy.